Another important part of collaging is, of course, adhesive. Now, to be honest, generally all I use is a regular glue stick. It's easy, it's affordable, it's accessible just about everywhere. I tend to use the Yoo-Hoo brand, but this Elmer's worked really great, and it was a gift from my sister Shannon. She put it in my first day of art school kit. And I'm so glad because I ran out of mine ever so quickly. The other thing we used in class was this matte medium, and I have to tell you, I loved it. I have taken lots of classes online where they have recommended using gel medium for adhering things, and I've just never liked it. I haven't liked the texture. I found that it put too much wave in the paper, but the matte medium worked just great. One of the things our instructor told us is really important when working with the medium is to keep it very clean. Put it in a separate container, use a brush that's dedicated to this. And you can see here's a collage that I did using the matte medium. And one of the effects that I really liked was that this is on top of a shiny magazine image, and it just matted it down and made it feel much more at one with the rest of the composition. So this I really enjoyed using, and I would recommend it. So basically for me, if you've got the glue stick and you've got the matte medium, you are good to go. To use the matte medium, I went to the dollar store and I just bought some cheap brushes, and they worked just fine, but then I ended investing in just a little bit nicer a brush, a little bit bigger, in part because I wanted to keep this really pure, and also if you go too cheap with a brush, then sometimes they lose their hairs, and I really wanted to make sure that what I was working on would, well, that wouldn't happen. I also found that these foam brushes worked just great. Unfortunately, my kittens have decided they really like these too, so I'm finding them all over the house. And that's really all you need, but I thought I'd share another couple of tools that came in super, super handy. When you're using all this glue, inevitably, if you're like me, you get in there with your finger and you start working things in, and when you do, sticky fingers. And so again, my sister Shannon popped these wet wipes into my first day of art school kit, which are awesome. And another thing you can do is just have some wet paper towel close by, and as your fingers get stickier, you can just wash them off quickly and get back to work. Now, if it turns out that you don't always love using your fingers to press down, one of the things you can use is a bone folder. I'd be more like, I wouldn't use this myself if I was using a medium, but if I'd put something on with the glue, this is a great way to really push down and get rid of any air bubbles and make sure that it lies flat. But honestly, a lot of times what I've used is the edge of my scissors. So I decided also, because I really was discovering how much I love collage, I went out and bought myself a brayer so that I could see how I felt about using it. I haven't tried it out yet, but I definitely know it's a potential kit for helping really smooth out anything that you're gluing down.